Aspen are one of my favorite subjects, and here we're going to be painting it today in a little different approach. I'm pretty excited about it. There's some things that I want to talk about. I did just a little line sketch here, looking at the view where I'm going to be painting. And some of the things I'm going to be thinking about are the shape of this little mountain rim that kind of flows down into this area. And I'll be looking at the space between the negative space and then these shapes. Now when I put these tones down on paper, I have different choices. And here I'm toning it because of the morning light. And I want to capture that morning light. But I can tone it for other reasons, for atmospheric conditions, and tone it for that. I can tone it for, say I'm going to work in the color family of cools. I might put a warm undertone and go from there, or vice versa. As I get down here, I'm not thinking too literally, in other words, what this is going to be, but I'm just kind of thinking about where I want a little more of the accents, stronger color notes, soft diagonal movement kind of coming through. As long as I am working transparent, like I am now, it's staining the fibers and they'll stay, it will not lift, but I'm not sealing the paper. And a lot of people think that if you start putting acrylic on, even like this, that you're actually sealing the paper so that overlays of color resist. But that's not the way it is. So what I'll do is I'll start with just a clean wet brush, and I'm going to just pull down here. So I can just drop that in, and we'll lift this some. I'm going to let this come all the way down. And really you'd think, well, why do I want to lift this? I mean, up there in that real light area, it's so light in value, I could just paint over it. But what I want is a darker value, and I'm going to come in first with an ultramarine blue and a permanent orange. And we'll just come in with a fairly dark value. And I'm just going to drop it in. And I want this to be darker and just create some of these patterns. In fact, I could come in with a little Naples orange and lay some of that in there just to break that up, and then come back in with the deep ultramarine blue. I want this to be lighter against some of this dark background. I'm going to come in with a little cobalt violet and drop a few little marks in here so I get these patterns of the tree form. And where I want a stronger dark, I'll just pop that in and let that all kind of work its way through, and not be too concerned with getting everything just right. Just make it feel right.